Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. We have Winged Step. This is the theme for the character, Ray, I believe. And yeah, it's just another one that Pobat threw into the executive producer queue on my Patreon, so I have to get to it. There's a few other Arknights things in there too, but one of them was an animation, a PV for something, and I don't want to do one of those quite yet, so that'll probably be next month. So if you like my animation analysis stuff, stay tuned for that. But until then, we got this one to listen to, so shall we? Let's go. I was right, by the way, it is Ray. Ooh. Ooh. I can already tell this is going to be too short. This is under 3 minutes. Ooh. This is definitely unique. It's been a while since I've had a song like this in the queue. Where is this going? The beginning had a lot of like modern pop energy. I'm kind of curious to see where it's gonna evolve. Ooh. Hey! All right. Is it real? I'm trying, but I feel like crying. Sometimes it just hits me. Is there something I'm missing? And I fight my fear, but it likes to steer. I'm gonna say it. From now I'm following the sun till I come. This is Carly Rae Jepsen entirely, like early Carly Rae. Got a little bit more of an indie influence to it. I love this sound though. Beautiful swell. Sometimes I like to imagine. 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 There's a lot of things I'm picking up, like stylistically in here, but I don't want to offend people by liking it to too many things. It's unique enough on its own. But I'll explain myself. Yeah, that definitely wasn't long enough. I want more of that. I need a whole other verse, please and thank you. Alright, so I said I'd explain myself when it came to what I was feeling with the inspirations on the song, the overall sound of it. This song gave me heavy Carly Rae vibes, especially early in Carly Rae Jepsen's career, with stuff like Call Me Maybe. It had almost that exact same, like, plucky string sample that was used in the beginning. And this is apparently written by somebody and performed by somebody named Ivoris, who is an indie producer, and that tracks as well. You kind of get that sound matching together with that indie sound, and it even has a little bit of the Taylor Swift like softer edge, like again a little earlier in the career, maybe not like back so far as to go to her country pop stuff, but earlier in her standalone pop career had a lot of similar kind of things in her more slower like ballad level stuff. So this is kind of hitting me in a bunch of different directions because I love this sound. It gave me a little bit of Owl City, a little bit of Carly Rae, a little bit of Taylor Swift. There's just little inspirational flourishes all around this that feels kind of nostalgic in a way because of that. It reminds me of that like simpler time, but overall just the production quality here is insane for just apparently being the one person. Apparently Ivoris works alone and is a multi-instrumentalist, so like that's cool to like have somebody who's not a part of the usual crew come in and do something for once. It's like I love the work from all the other people who work on this game, but you kind of see a bunch of their name and it's nice to see that extra variety thrown in. You all know how much I love seeing other artists get featured like this, and somebody like this who's more into that indie scene and making an entire sound of their own. That's so cool. I love that. I kind of want to throw this one out there as like a left field comparison, but like Kenshi Yonezu, for those who don't know Kenshi's work, he's the one who wrote Peace Sign that became opening number 2 for My Hero Academia, so if you're a weeb, you'd know that song. But Orion, I love the song Orion. It is so full of life. The sound has a lot of character to it, and a lot of the production factor of that song reminds me of this one, and just they share some similarities, and especially their vocals, the way that they process the vocals there as well. By all means, if you haven't heard Orion, which I don't think a lot of people have in the grand scheme of things, it has quite a few views on YouTube, but it's not a widespread song of his. If you haven't heard it, go here to listen to it. It's just an amazing work in my opinion, one of my favorite songs of his. But yeah, just the production of this, the quality of it, the character, the bubbliness, the happy flair that's just all over it. It warms my soul. It's nice to hear something like this. That's why I think it caught me so much in the beginning for this song, was that it immediately sounded different. And again, while I love all the people who have worked on songs for Arknights before, hearing something completely unique from somebody completely unique is a completely unique experience. How many times can I say that phrase in one sentence? Let's find out. The handling of every instrument is fantastic. The marching snare in there just kind of keep the structure together without putting too many drums in the song, something that is otherwise pretty well stripped down. You don't want to take up too much of that space in this context. That plucky string, especially at the beginning, helped just kind of drag you into the song. There's so many things with this song. I love this one. I'm kind of annoyed that it took me so many weeks to get to this one. I think it's been like 2 weeks that it's been in the queue, and I should have gotten to it earlier. Now I'm like mad at myself. But by no means am I mad I heard it. I think this is one of those songs where like I want to say a bunch of nerdy stuff about the production of it, but it's personifying in a way that I'm just kind of gushing about how it reminds me of other things and how I also love those things. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to come off as too technical and pinpointed in this one. I'm just having a little bit of a neurodivergent happy dance with this song, so I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to say anything worth the educational level I try to bring on a regular basis. But either way, I love this song. I want to hear more of this musician's work and just experience more of this sound and hear other things that they've done. So I think I'm going to go do that real quick and then start editing this video. So thank you so much for watching. If there's any other works that you know of this musician specifically, please let me know, and I want to get to them. I'm going to listen to some of them, but if there's any other work that they've done, or if this is just a more recent addition to the Arknights crowd of musicians, then I suppose I'll have to wait to see what the next one's going to be, but now I'm hyped for it. So if you like this video and you want to see me get more excited about any other music, leave them down in the comments below and I'll try my best to get to them. And otherwise, if you liked watching this and you want to support me and follow me and all that, you know how to do all that, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!